observer that's placed. I'm not entirely sure though. Because the Radiant did get theirs down first. And the Dire came across, placed theirs, but then they started pinging out.
30 seconds to
Pinging out. I'm not sure if they were just worried about the placement of it, or what they're up to, but regardless, they're going to try and contest this top rune. It's a difficult one though, with Fisher, Firefly, Napalm, plus Art Style. His damage output is pretty insane. One, Seneko has already de-warded the Observer Ward there. He gets rolled on by Yol. Like it's all good. That Napalm will force Tornado Rocks away from rune spawn, and Tron, I'm not sure this is where you want to be, buddy. Get away as quickly as you can. Dendi will get the rune, get himself into that faster bottle. 60 gold away until he's got that, and
Double
Spectre
bounty rune.
gets the bounty rune down at bottom lane.
Boy.
Bounties for Na'Vi. A good start for them.
Yeah, this is looking really annoying for BZZ. Because against like this Wisp kind of semi-dual lane, you kind of rely on experience, but you've lost the bounty rune, so things are looking really for DP early.
That way, and they lost that Observer Ward as well, with a good sentry from Seiko. He warded out down the bottom lane though, Art Style. Here's what I was talking about. He wants to go stick as much as he can, but the roll from Yol, Art Style, he's in a bit of trouble here. He's going to drop to the Iron Shell, ticking him over, and First Blood goes the way of your Darks here. That's, Art Style really should have been expecting. With Yol's Earth Spirit missing off the map and rolling himself around. Meanwhile, mid, BZZ gets some more regen sent out as this lane is not going well. Bottle up for Dendi. Pressure is insurmountable as the Batrider just dives under tower.
Bottle on Batrider, early bottle, and DP is nowhere near his bottle, so the 2-minute rune likely is going to go to Na'Vi, although we can't be sure with this Earth Spirit already rocking, getting that first blood for Darkseer.
Yol, where are you heading? Wandering around the Rolling Stone he is. Looking for some mid onto the Batrider because the level 3 on Death Prophet's here. The level 2 Crypt Swarm actually taken up, and not the level 2 Spirit Siphon, which really has become the go-to build for Death Prophet recently. Interesting. I mean, Soul Siphon, the extra slow, the extra HP being sucked out. The reason here is to go level 2 in Crypt Swarm instead. Is it just raw damage output?
Well, that and like the DP already didn't have such a good start.
Is Dendi dead here? He gets sucked out. BZZ finds the kill on Seneko. Slowed by that Orb of Venom, Arzeek wants to get in with another stun, but they could tether back across the General. Get Seneko to safety under that tier 1.
So BCZ missed that bounty rune at level 1, and he's already behind on the Batrider. Batrider has boots and blink bottle. So I think his idea is that he wants to just, get that bottle. Like, if he doesn't have bottle or boots, he can't be the aggressor with the Spirit Siphon. Stable will come back. This opportunity. Should have gotten the bounty rune.
Got his boots now. See, keeps stacking up this napalm up at the top. General is being dived a little bit here by Tron. Clarity Q keeps on ticking. General getting a good Fisher into enchant totem hits. He's actually got no levels in Aftershock, but it's the damage he's looking for. Another hit from the tower would have secured that onto Yol. General doesn't have quite enough control or damage to pick that kill. ROX just kind of reset, so we've got a couple of kills to our name. The double bounty rune not really, deterring us too much. That Dichira down the bottom lane gets enough farm. Quelling Blades up. Should be okay here, as the Darkseer just keeps having to go from lane to lane. Actually gets a double Iron Shell down. Back to this tier 1. The lanes, they've kind of reset themselves. I don't think anyone has, a massive advantage looking at the Slarks, yes, compared to even Bat and DP. Relatively even as they're same experience as well. No big deficit in levels there.
For now, Tornado are going to feel, especially because the Spectre is going to start to get pressured with higher level Iron Shells, and he's up all his regen. Another at top.
Poor Dendi.
Okay here. That's probably still up. That was actually closer than I thought it would be.
Seneko definitely needed there to come in with the heal and the tether, because that Wave of Terror probably could have finished him off from the Vengeful Spirit. BZZ gets a bounty rune, still yet to get his bottle. Starting to heat up a tiny amount. General, what's he sitting at? Level 4.5, he's got 600 gold. Still not looking towards the Iron Talon. Is kind of what I was wondering. What he head into? Does he just go straight into the Arcanes? Is it going to be the Tranquil Soul Ring build, which still is pretty popular over on these off-lane Earthshakers? Mobility, the movement speed, and mana regen and sustain. Keep spamming out your fishers for as long as you really want to.
Oh, yo.
Rolled in onto mid. Oh, it is there, he's fine. BTZ tries to go for the Soul Siphon, but they've turned it. The Flame Break throws him back over the Fisher, and BZZ has to Spirit Siphon up Dendi, but he's got the heals! He's got that Firefly down as well, and the Death Prophet, suck as you will! Your OS Frog spell is not enough.
That Flame Break from Dendi was so clutch. Dropping him down the Fisher.
Down the ramp, past the Fisher, onto the Firefly. This Death Prophet. 1-1-0. It's not an awful game, but it's definitely not the start you really want with a DP. But you bought time up atop for Tron to farm away. How's Spectre doing? 105,000 gold, so phase boots for Didier are going to be picked up straight off the bat. Ghost Stick is offlane Darkseer, level 6, he's been looking experience, been leeching it nicely. Soul Ring, Brown Boots, and that Arcane's mech isn't going to be too far away, honestly, as Yol. Way down, levels, definitely something that Earth Spirit needs. Try and leech it down here while you're around, but Seneko, that's the kill they're aiming for. They're looking for the Wisp. Trying to secure this bot rune to make sure Seneko doesn't get it, but the Wisp knows what's up. Regeneration rune will go the way of your Earth Spirit.
Ghostic managed to get that early mech. It's going to be so huge for ROX art style. Yeah, Silencer is so rough to play against. He wasn't even that
Ghostic, he's going to die as well. No, he's not. Ooh. Close one. TP's out.
General, pick up the Arcane Boot. I think this is really nice because they have a Wisp.
Another diving. General's dead. Tron finds the kill.
Yeah, so despite Na'Vi coming into this matchup as the favorites, it looks like, ROX aren't gonna, let them boss them around. They're actually the ones bossing Na'Vi around and being this early game advantage that this lineup needs.
Buy some time for this Death Prophet now. There's Dendi's Bat Rider. Blink Dagger is 700 gold away. We're 7 minutes in, and that blink is going to be imperative for Na'Vi to really try and get a stranglehold back on this game. Kane's in the Soul Ring, he's 2-0-0. Darkseer looking pretty hot right now, and Art Style Silencer. You could see the plan, the laning stage at the very least, to try and zone the Darkseer out. It kind of worked a little bit, but not as much as really they expected. But the big plan, the grand scheme here, is get Art Style level 6. They push Art Style towards the mid lane, get some experience for himself there, maybe try and get yourself, treads. It's the global silence they want. They want the pairing of global, Spectral Horn, and the lasso. All from this Na'Vi squad, maybe with a relocate onto the Earthshaker as well, just to pile any heroes as they can onto a target and take them down, get that objective after the kill and push into the tier 1s. Na'Vi, they've got the burst of damage output. It's often unexpected. You're kind of sitting there thinking, well, these heroes, they're kind of running around, not doing too much. But when they group up, it's just all the sums of all parts greater. Individual little heroes give you. Yeah,
he's 100 gold away from Blink.
He's looking for the kill. He wants the Flame Break. They're not quite going to get the lasso range, and BZZ, he's here. He's invisible with the Spirit Siphon on the Dendi. It's not enough damage, though. With that Crypt Swarm on the Seneko, though, it is. The Wisp is dropped in a kick. They catch Dendi over the side, and they'll try and chase him down. The Firefly about to wear off. The Blink Dagger cancelled out, though, with the Iron Shell, and Ghostic gets another kill. That Iron Shell up on BZZ. Was the kill on Dendi, but he did buy the Blink Dagger, like you said.
That was an odd rotation by Dendi. I think without the Blink Dagger, it was going to take too long for them to actually get in range. Bat Rider without, that's why Blink Dagger is so core on Blink Dagger. The lasso range is pitiful, and even for Dagger, he was gonna lasso in front of the tower, and you can pretty much expect that at least one person on ROX is gonna rotate in. Be risky without the silence or global
Dire's
even.
middle tower is under attack.
They're so desperate to get This silencer to level 6. Mid art style. Desperately scrambling, but so far, ROX, they've been the ones kind of initiating or counter-initiating a lot stronger than Na'Vi have been able to. Tron just continues farming top lane. This Slark is going to become a handful, isn't he? Treads, Aquila, Shadowblade's going to be up soon. What does Na'Vi have to deal with him?
I guess like a really well-coordinated Batrider gank with Silencer even. Because like whatever Slark sees of Batrider, he's use Dark Pact out of like muscle memory. So they need like a global silence that he can't even get like the Dark Pact off or ult. But if you can't deal with a Slark, you know, go to plan B, kill everyone else. No one on ROX other than the Slark has any cells that kind of get rid of Batrider. You can vengeful swap.
Try and
Venge
kick
is going to hit
people.
level soon.
Try and kick people away with the Earth Spirit maybe. But Na'Vi, they're all bunkered away in their own jungle. ROX start placing these aggressive wards down to keep tabs on these Na'Vi heroes, while Dog's here gonna have an 11-minute mech or an 11.5-minute mech here. Just against the components.
Oh, he blinked in, but short.
He doesn't catch. Still having a free time up at top. Here's Larry. Fishman. Escaped from the reef. And now he's ripping up the map.
Radiant's
Smoke.
top tower is under attack.
For a second attempt.
Play.
They got the global silence up too. Because Vengeful is completely worthless. So it's really brutal, so...
Where are the targets though? Where are the targets? Where is all of ROX? There's no aggressive warding here from Na'Vi to see anything, and Arzik perfectly positioned on the high ground. He'll tank the gank. Lasso back. The Haunt is there,
Nice
the
vision.
global as well. They'll secure the kill on the Vengeful Spirit, as well as baiting out an Exorcism, which is honestly a pretty good start here for Na'Vi. 3 ultis expended for 1 kill on a support though. I don't know, is that worth it?
Radiant's top tower
This is where
is under
ROX
attack.
just turned
Yeah.
and fight, right?
I think the global was completely wasted
Radiant
because
structures
it's not
are
like
fortified.
the lasso, the TP. So the event, so you only need a global to stop swap from Ven- So the global was wasted, but they also got the exorcism out, so it cancels each other out. I'd even say you'd almost want to trade global for exorcism if the exorcism is not going to do well.
Unless they can kill Dandy here. He's healed up by Suneko, and they've baited out another big ultimate. The wall is dropped by Ghost Stick as Zinjira wants to fight on into this. Ghost Stick's dropping low.
That's a
Surge
mech
away.
though.
And the mech, he'll be okay. Yol not going to have the same fate. Does drop to the 3-man group up around him, and Arzik chased out with Dendy's sticky napalms being stacked up, but deep behind the tier 1 for them there. Nice little pick off. Na'Vi, they're just chipping away, getting these little advantages, trying to bring themselves back into the game. There's, once again, the Fishman up to. Tron is still top lane. Still farming, while BZZ was having a good time mid as well. What's out on the courier? Staff of Wizardry. Threads his Yule Scepter, honestly. The timing isn't great, but he's going to have it. He's going to have that Yule Scepter to save himself, to try and use the bat when he jumps in, to get rid of the silence from that global that Artstar will be throwing out, and they see Dendy here. They see he's on low HP, and they know he's blinked across. Blink comes off cooldown. Dendy has to be patient, has to be careful, has to jump away into the stun from Venge, and death from BZZ. Gets the kill. Gonna push into the
Pretty
tier
close. That could have, you know, if Dendy dodged that gank, that would have been so huge.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
How about this Slark though? Hasn't. I think at 13 minutes you usually have either, you know, Midas or Blink Dagger or pretty close to Shadowblade. He's been sort of active around the map, I guess. It's like just complete free farm mode.
Still 2100 gold. Abby. As general is a little bit annoying up on the top lane. 5500 net worth on your Slark right now.
Dire's middle
What's
tower
the
is
kill
under
score?
attack.
100, close to 90 last hits. He's actually clearing through the jungle, a little bit paranoid about where Na'Vi is standing. 3 of the mid, 4 of the mid. Again, looking for this aggression play towards a tier 1, but there's an observer ward.
Radiant's
The
bottom
entire
tower
higher
is under
ground
attack.
watching every movement of them, while Na'Vi see things coming in from the east as well with an observer ward of their own. On the ramp
Dandy?
across. Thinking about it. smoked up and he's looking. The Vengeful Spirit again is the only target really being given here. Not level 6 just yet, so that swap is not available. They want it. They want to kill. There you have the taste of blood fresh on their lips and looks BZZ. With the lasso back onto the Death Prophet as good Spectral Horn and a Global, and BZZ just being shredded through it. Ghost Stick, no time to back wall, no time to re-engage, and Tron just has to bail on this. The rest of his team is dead, and Na'Vi, they've grabbed themselves a couple of juicy kills onto Tichira, and a good way back into this game.
Yeah, that was a nice, straightforward lasso global silence combo, but I'd like to General's Fissure has been really on point this game. He even blocked off the Venge so they get like additional kills on top of the Death Prophet. How did Earth Spirit get cut out there? Not sure.
I was admiring the Earthshaker. I was looking at General like, yeah, he's done a great job, and Earth Spirit was actually over towards bot rune spot. A bit of T-Tours from me, miss out on a little bit of a kill. The lonely Earth Spirit though, he did pop his Magnetize. That ulti was expended. Looks like the Wisp was the one to take him out. Tornado ROX, back to farm go. Do we have the item yet? Does have the Shadow Blade. With this Iron Shell, the Lawnmower, the little fishy man.
But I'm not worried about the Slark. I think it, again, like, the Slark is going to be able to pressure some of Navi's heroes, but if DP plays that kind of game again where he's going to die every single fight without getting more than, 5 seconds of exorcism or, not even, it's going to be really tough. Because Earthshaker is really close to Blink Dagger right now, and I don't see anything helping P survive the initial lasso global silence and possibly an Echo Slam from Earthshaker just to be sure. There's a mech on ROX here, but other than that, they don't have any utility in defensive saves.
Yep, no Force Staffs, no Glimmer Capes, nothing like that. It has to be the Venge with the bot to save the DP from these situations. With Na'Vi smoke and blinking with the lasso, it's going to be difficult to actually get that positioning right for the Vengeful Spirit. Already seen Tron Slark go to action. Stop a kill down a bot on the Spectre with the help of the Darkseer's Iron Shell. Little devil with sharp little teeth. Good and pointy. Thirsty for blood. Thoughts on Na'Vi. Artstyle with a treads double null. Balance is up and Na'Vi start to look for these fights. Tier 1 top being pressured by Tornado ROX. Death Prophet close to level 11. This point in exorcism. Game changer here as the extra ghosts being pumped out do a ton of damage. Back onto Na'Vi, so BZZ farms a little jungle camp for himself. Dendi with Blink Force, finally the secondary item. This is the item that can drag that Death Prophet further and further away from any chance of being swapped or saved or stunned or kicked. Away from the dangerous hordes of Na'Vi heroes that appear from nowhere. They're like smoke in the wind. There's the
General?
He's being wrapped on. Tron should catch him. General, no chance. He does not even get the Fissure out. Silence and the DP comes through just in time.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
This place, this area was way too secure for Tornado ROX. They had this ward up, and I think if they were going to go, they had to go strong, and they were kind of waiting for a better setup. Dendi went to mid and smoked up, but it was smoke. No other way to put it. And what's Spectre up to? He isn't going for the Radiance build. Actually going for the drums into... I'm not sure if that's going to be a Diffusal or Yasha. I guess Yasha is more common than to Anta, some of the violences and spells. ROX.
The Badman build we've seen previously, all Blink Lasso, Yol's caught mid with the global, there's no swap out, and this Earth Spirit is just screwed, rogered. Why, Spectre, the damage output just too good. Seneko is dropping low, but the Wisp should be fine. So, still on back up with that tether. Tron gets a kill up on top though. Now relocate back. The Ion dies, but General Blink Echo with a combo there. He's in Chat Totem. Well, Tron slipping away. The little devil trying to escape. There's no reveal, and Shadowblade will save him, keep alive, and back to fishy heaven. Down the toilet he goes. Well,
that was so close. General even had max aftershock. Master hand totem. He actually had like a stun, you know, airtight combo. Pretty close. And meanwhile, the ROX are gonna take this Roach. Needed against that Rider combo.
Tron, Aegis, and working towards that Eye of Skadi. Pretty good on the Slark, honestly, and again, we come back to the point, what can stop, what can keep this little boy on lockdown apart from a good global silence from Artstyle? Then if you're using it aggressively, if you're using it to combo up with the Haunt, with the Blink Lasso, Na'Vi, the back foot a little bit here for the next couple minutes, so a gem is picked up by Artstyle to keep tabs on the Observer wards, so that Shadowblade Slark, if the little guy is for the supports on the backlines, which obviously he will be doing. BCZ has caught up a fair amount though. Not only catching up, but overtaking Spectre in net worth, now with Yules and working towards what could be Rod of Atos, but also could just be Carty Boost to work into Heart later on. But not too shabby, but it's the split push that's happening right now. 2 heroes behind Tron down at bot lane. Trolling tier 2 while Na'Vi are kind of scrambling to get anything on the map, just a foothold, anything. Bendy's given the gem, but Observer wards here for Na'Vi, not limited, but non-existent. There's one watching towards the mid lane, gonna see BZZ move down towards bot rune spot, but there's no aggressive wards. There are no wards here for Na'Vi that watch for smokes or anything like that. While Tornado ROX, they've got a couple of pretty good Observer wards here watching both jungle and top lane rotations, where Na'Vi are going to be setting up for the next couple of minutes.
I think ROX is going to rotate back into their jungle and chase them out, chase Na'Vi out of their own jungle. When DP first went, when they killed the Roche, the time I thought it might go to the DP, the Aegis, so that he can get Lasso, take the global, but he'll revive and have but they decided to give it to Tron, which means he can play ultra aggressive. It's really, the Aegis on a hero like Slark is like the perfect combo. Na'Vi are sort of aware that it's time to get out.
To run. Dendi. Keep you away. Slark on his tail. They hunt him down. So Greaves on Ghostic, Yol. Veil is nearly done for him. Gold magic damage, Evola Spirit really starts to really weave his magic. Then Ghost combination as well with the vacuum wall. They'll smoke up. And where's the Slark? Still up at top lane. Things come out from both blue players there. Can the Wisp signaling the intent, but Dendi, the kick is caught. Yol, he gets the combo down. He's got that magnetize as well, but the global silence and the spectral horn back and Dendi's dead. The rest of Na'Vi trying to counter initiate, but the wall's down. I don't think General wants to really blink on and initiate blindly. Fight they can't see and just look Tron.
Slark coming in
Slark,
from the back.
The backstab, the jump onto General, a couple of hits and Earthshaker, not Earth Spirit, but General. He's the one that's going to be shredded. The kick isn't on the mark though, and Tron cannot secure the kill while Gerard jumps back in to deter the Slawfishy man from fighting any further. Put his Aegis up, but they find Dendi. That initiation tool for Na'Vi is now gone, and ROX, they control the map as they push into tier 2.
Loss is so big right now because I think the only way Na'Vi were going to survive like prolonged mid-game was if they were able to, play catch and mouse with ROX, but now that they got their gem stolen, and if Slark, for example, gets that gem, Na'Vi are going to be so scared to leave the base.
Oh, they're going to stop this right now. They've not got global or haunt for a good minute, and Dendi with his lasso isn't going to be good enough to catch target off guard because where is he standing? Waiting. Ready for that swap back if there is any initiation here from Na'Vi, and Tron, with his Aegis still up, few little hits in on that tower and bails himself out. Bide our time and wait because Gerard still farming himself through into these bigger items. He's got his Yasha done, and this has kind of been the Badman build recently. We've seen a lot of phase earn drums, Yasha, and then go back into the Radiance. We've seen a bit of Manta style if you're behind. Diffusal blades come out from time to time. That's just getting into drums Yasha, pad out those stats and get that movement speed up and running. With the phase boots, you do have enough damage to kill off some supports if they're left alone. Desolate damage is no joke. They'll try and get that Radiance a little bit faster though. Rod definitely feels the pain.
Looks like he is going to go for the Radiance. If he wanted that Manta, he would have bought by now, but probably Manta is not going to big enough difference. Need for, you know, dodging Venge Stuns, getting rid of the Silencer and D and Earth Spirit, but their team needs to be able to kill ROX. That's how they're gonna win this game. They're gonna team wipe ROX somehow, and okay, never mind. He went for the defusal.
Oh, he finished it up. Okay. Wait for Ditchira. Well, on the Death Prophet, that Vitality booster, not a Rod of Atos, goes into the Octarine core. So went for raw HP and now going into the Octarine. Reduced the cooldown of the ultimate by a significant amount, honestly. Drops from like 145 to 115, something along those lines. It's
Ditchira.
Oh man, he's
His
got the
Slark
horn.
on Scotty.
He can try and jump.
Scotty on Slug.
That's I think Ditchira, yeah, just straight up dead. Even with a diffusal blade, like, he's not going to lose any gold, and that's that Radiance that potentially was going to be building into. Going to be a lost out because he went for this build. But who's this? Nako. Oh, he must have relocated up to try and save the.
Yeah, as soon as Slisker got gone on, he relocated behind the tier top, but
Radiant's
it was not.
is under attack. Radiant
Even if he had
structures are
come on time,
fortified.
the damage was way too much.
Came too late. Enough. Now BZZ with this ultimate up. Your exorcism. Is this a point at which you take tier 2 and push tier 3? Because there are no further objectives between the ROX to go and get. Is it just a case of now choke pointing out and trying to keep Navi back in their base? Because limiting farm is going to be huge.
Yeah, I think they should back, just like they are doing now. No need to take it too fast. The Navi have pretty much everything okay, and having expended the field for tier 2, he's not going to get the full value out of the second, tier 3. And there's a lot of room to grow still. Slark can go for a BK, Basher,
Dagon
DP.
5.
Yeah, Dagon 5.
You know? Why the hell not?
Moonshard.
Oh, Moonshot would be
And-
legit, actually.
And like, BZZ is still, he's gonna finish up an Octarine core, and DP was going to have a somewhat tough game, but you know, he's second on the network charts, and he only has 2 items so far, so happy to grow and know that Navi are not going to be able to farm as efficiently as they are. ROX are not scared at all. We have this Spark who's almost invincible, Darkseer with this already increased blink bow. They're feeling very in control. With this, one thing we didn't mention is that Slark's Shadow Dance is going to allow Joel to, you know, get rid of these wards very safely. And they're playing it super paranoid. Look at how they're de-warding. When Slark first saw this ward, he ran away from it. It's a bait, or like they were just here.
Navi is so timid, so
Dire's
paranoid.
middle
Tron
tower is under attack.
Oh, art
Looking
style.
forward. Is he going to find him? Art style is going to be the GOAT. Doesn't want Seneko. Wants the little Sansa instead. The global is now down for 40 seconds. Good on the side. General. Blink 4 staff was waiting for a reinitiation there, but he's going to have to TP back to Fountain, and Dendi, who's kind of left to his own devices to defend up against this. BZZ has his ultimate up in 15 seconds. Be a lane of racks here with no glyph available. Navi definitely hard pressed to defend up against this. Tron though with no dark pack. He's actually grabbed up, but the swap back and the silence is there. They don't have global silence, and Arzik, he's done a vacuum, cancels out General, so he cannot blink and echo into the depths, and down goes Dendi. Natus ROX, that's a big kill. No lasso. 5 seconds until Sansa is up, but BZZ has his ultimate ready, and Tron, the Slark up on the front lines, he can just go straight on into this tier 3 tower. General waiting for the blink echo, but there's no big target, there's no creep wave. And honestly for Na'Vi, there's close to no hope here. They need the big plays, they need that big wombo combo. Girard running forward, trying to find someone to pick off. He's going to see BZZ here, but the Yule's into the air. Keeps him safe and happy for now as art style. The global is ready, but he's going to have a chance to use it. He's dead before he gets a say in it. Silence for the silencer as Seneco's chased down by this Death Prophet as well. A decent attempt at a fissure there from General, but Ditchira, the damn Spectre, the big blink echo. General scored 4 of them, but they turn, they fight. Dendi's alive. The rest of the ROX, they're being shredded as BZZ tries to soul siphon out Seneko, but he's taken out by Ditchira, and General gets a double kill on the back of that big old Echo Slam. Oh, Tron, go back to Australia. There's no room for you here.
Take that.
So patient from General. I thought that this might be, you know, racks and kind of like semi GG, but in general held on to that Echo Slam for almost like a 2 minutes standout, and that was like the perfect moment, sort of unexpected for ROX, and they had to retreat into this choke point at bottom back to Radiant, and that I think General might have just won them the game, not win the game, but prevent them from losing the game straight out.
It was kind of cool. Tornado ROX, they cancelled his blink like 3 or 4 times. Like there were 2 instances like at the tier 3 down the bottom lane where it's like vacuum, the iron shell, there was little things poking and prodding General. That blink echo. He said he was so patient, he just backs up 4 staffs away, waits for his time to strike. General's Earthshaker. He has been on point so far, and he's saved himself up 1800 gold, got that gem back on top of everything else.
Trana's at BKB now on Slack. It's gonna change things.
We didn't go Dagon 5?
Oh. Dagon 5.
So that's a big surprise.
Well, isn't E-Blade cooler on Slark anyway? You steal all that Agi and then you E-Blade someone for like more than Dagon 5 damage?
Oh, that would be disgusting. Stealing all that agility.
Style points. They're gonna get an easy Roche, I think. Now you're gonna... Well, I think they should have an idea by now.
Na'Vi have almost a full complement of spells here, but Roshan is already dead.
Maybe a Spectre Haunt into Roche steal? I mean, they clearly want to do something about it right now.
Indeed. Being sent up into the air into the Cyclone, and now he's chased out. That silence in there from Artstyle. They tried to turn this a little bit onto Yol, but BZZ's Ghost still flowing through. He's lassoed up, and Yol is invisible with the Shadow Hammer that keeps himself alive a little bit longer. The vacuum wall is dropped down onto Artstyle, but Na'Vi are fighting through it all. BZZ, the Spirit Siphon is good, but is it good enough with that relocate out? Na'Vi, they get a pick and they retreat, but Roshan still fell here to Tornado ROX.
They only lost Yol though. It's not the worst. They had to use all the spells on Na'Vi except Echo Limb, and trading Yol for 4 ultimates basically. It's a trade that they're willing to take. They're so ahead that it doesn't really matter anyway. Aegis is safe and intact on the Slark.
Hector, Manta. Kira, he's got a long road to travel. 4, 2, and 6. 11,000, 12,000 net worth. The Spectre though, the issue is here, he's up against Tricor of Darkseer, Slark, and DP. Clark already has a good time against Spectre. Fair enough. Then you're against a Darkseer who has the wall up against the Spectre, and, you know, turning things around on you like that is annoying. Death Prophet, who evades your attacks, heals through Ghost. That heal scepter up. We're out of danger. It's honestly just a situation. Ditchira, who does he look to focus in the team fights, man?
I think he has to start from the back line and go from weak strongest, sort of. Unless it's like a super good combo onto Lasso into Echo onto the DP. Or the Darkseer even. Go for him. But first of all, they probably won't be able to kill a Slark. KB Slark with an Aegis, pretty invincible. So I think Ditra Ra has to start with like the Earth Spirit and the Avenge more easily killable at this stage of the game, and go for, you know, whoever the team's focusing. If they manage to catch ROX sort of out of position. Excuse me. I thought after that last fight, gone for bottom racks. Because DP had that Octarine core, he was only 30 seconds off ult again. So with all 4 ults, minus Cycle Slam being off on cooldown, they could have maybe pressured rack.
A little bit scared, a little bit worried about what General do to them, blocking off these waves of Fishers, and Artstyle, you know, they've got their full combo ready again. Na'Vi available to go and jump into these team fights if they want to, but just look at their positioning right now. To get out of their base, they have to smoke. Proposition to leave barricades that Tornado ROX have kind of set up for them. Not necessarily hard barricades with heroes standing around. Right. Overlord scouting them out, and a little pushman. Prawn, the Slark, he's up at top. Now Na'Vi can push out a little bit more. They know Slark's not here. They know they're not going to get jumped on and shredded by him. That's a big item for the Darks here, a Lotus Orb. Turn around. Can you dispel Global Silence? You can, right?
Yeah, sure.
So you can dispel...
Yeah, that's he can dispel it for someone else. So he can dispel the global for himself with Guardian Greaves and dispel it for, you know, one of his teammates with Lotus Orb. Cool. Oh, nice Jules up there.
General.
Spirit's pretty dead. Oh wow, they popped the global for that.
They're trying to turn this,
He's gonna die anyway.
But Tron. With the Dark Pack there, General, you're right, he's straight up dead. BKB Dendy, TP away the what? Dendy cancelled his TP! The hell? Bench swap Slug, right? I'm not going crazy.
Yeah,
Dire's
Bench
bottom tower is under attack.
but then he might have seen been like
Dendy thought that he was going to get swapped or he had been swapped, so he moved and cancelled his TP. Okay.
yeah, he had BKB on Dendy.
Are fortified.
I'd have lived even if he canceled, but
Radiant's middle tower
mistake
is
on
under
top of a
attack.
mistake.
Radiant structures
Now they're
are
in a
fortified.
lot of trouble basically. Spark didn't steal that much agi, but stopping them from tower for free right now. He still has an
Dire's
Aegis,
bottom
although I
tower
think
is
the
under attack.
Like 15 seconds, something like that on Aegis, so they're not going to get the best ability to really utilize it. I'll just go straight up the high ground, you're healing up a tiny amount with that Shadow Blade back.
They might go for the Slark when the Aegis expires. That might be pretty neat.
That's why Lotus Orb's thrown up
Dire's
onto
bottom tower is under
Spark as
attack.
Tron continues healing through. There's the Aegis gone. Na'Vi lose a tier 3, but they still hold on to these racks, and again, the threat of this high ground defense from Na'Vi is just so strong. Tornado ROX just don't feel comfortable.
Navi just smoked right now.
They've got 3 lanes to push out. Well, they've got 2 lanes to push out, or else it's super obvious because coming.
I mean, it's already pretty obvious, I think, but the only thing that makes it pretty neat is that they only need these 2 people, Dendi and General, to be out in the, you know, field, and Spectre can haunt in, and Wisp can relocate, Silencer in.
They're jumping on BZZ. There's the lasso, and Zaxor haunt forward. They're catching the DP off guard, and Tron, he goes in on the Dendy, but the heals are there, and the BKB's up. They'll turn onto Seneko as Tron finishes off one in the vacuum wall. It does. He jumps down at the DJR, but he's TPing the bash. The bash from Tron cancels the TP as Dendy.
Oh, poor Dendi.
Up on the high ground. At least he kills the Vengeful Spirit below him.
Doesn't get
Lost.
the EXP.
ROX, they bust a lot of their
nice
abilities.
attempt though. Honestly, this game is hard for Navi, but you saw how BZZ wasn't completely, like, he was completely caught off guard. He was actually expecting some kind of like golem camp or something, and as he turned into the trees, he runs into a lasso, followed by like all kinds of chaos that Navi threw at them.
Buyback here though for Na'Vi, 30 seconds without your Spectre, no Glyph and General. He's Shadow Bladed off, he's invisible, he's waiting for this moment to strike, but it's just a Fisher. And slow down Tron, maybe save their racks, but it's too late. Melee's gone,
Radiant's middle tower
Tron
is fallen.
also handle in the wind as well, retreating himself away. ROX get themselves a good foothold once more in this game as we take a look at overall 12,000 net worth lead here. Past 10 minutes or so though, it's been pretty steady. There's been a little bit of an up and down. Na'Vi bring themselves back in, but trending ROX's way. Experience, same story, about an 8,000 lead for them as well. At this point, you're just waiting for the next Roshan, right, to end the game.
Or a pickup. They're pretty damn comfortable with that Roche. There's still some timer on late spawn for one more attempt and still respawn in time to contest Roche. But BP has that BKB now, so harder for Navi to burst down the BKB because a large portion of the initial burst comes from these Firefly and Flame Break on top of General's health.
And then you've got
And not to
Desolate.
mention, there's a cool thing where Darkseer can Lotus Orb the Venge and, you know, swap out. He's probably tired of, you know, being the sacrificial during this whole game.
A little bit annoying. Good Roshan respawn there for Tornado ROX though, as it's pretty fast. And Entelly's up. Also looking at the Spectre. You know, her Desolate damage not going through BKB. That's a lot of the damage output as well. So BZZ feeling pretty safe. Any initiation that Na'Vi does throw at them, while Artstyle, Staff of Wizardry into the Ghost Scepter. I don't know if he was aiming for, I don't know, a Force Staff or a Yule's or something like that for this silencer, but going back for the Ghost Scepter, definitely threatened by the Slark jumping around, with his Basher up and the Abyssal Blade nearly complete. Tron could go and finish that off and take the next Aegis if he really wants to.
Over at bottom, Na'Vi, you gotta come really quick for this.
Just be forfeit, they've got the Glyph in how long?
Radiant's
35
bottom
seconds.
tower is under
This
attack.
tier 3 is already dead, it looks like, before the Glyph's even back up, with Tron on his high ground. Na'Vi, they'll jump forward with General, force Tron back a little bit, just through the fear of secondary initiation with Dendy's lasso being available. Natus ROX, they force Na'Vi back. They can go to defend top, farm themselves
Yeah,
through,
they
or
saw the
take...
Roche.
Dire's
Oh, they
top
saw it?
tower is
Nice.
under attack.
Had that courier scouting Roshan out. They're not going straight in there. And I guess you don't want to pop Exorcism for this, do you? Oh, they're going to use it anyway.
They do. They are suspecting that Na'Vi are going to contest anyway, so they're going to basically draw Na'Vi in with the Roche, and they might even just get it before. This is like way too fast. It's for Na'Vi to predict the Roche all this fast. And with the Octarine Core, it's not a big deal. Also, only 90 seconds left. The DP ult.
Yol was trying. He tried to get there with a combo and kick Stone into Dendy's bum. He was
Yeah.
too quick with the Force Staff.
Ichara going for back for that Radiance, fourth item Radiance. Third.
Interesting. Interesting stuff. And against the double KB of Tornado that they've got on Slark and the Death Prophet already.
Well, he does have the Manta already, which as soon as he gets a Radiance, you know, looking at how contained Na'Vi are, they have ways to push out waves with the, you know, cheap Manta and Manta spam with Radiance. So that'll be a nice feature, even though damage-wise it's not going to be best in team fights, seeing as how ROX are so farmed. You gonna get some easy TP scrolls.
Now they just need that golden ticket. They just need that one opening where they can get the big Echo Slam from General and they can turn a team fight right now. Pretty desperate for them. Natus ROX have full control of this map. RV, though, still got their wombo combo. It's
Yeah,
a matter of
I
landing
mean,
it.
I've been hyping up how ROX are really comfortable in this game and Slark's almost invincible, but
Super hard to
they're
push high
still
ground.
playing against an Earthshaker Spectre. You don't feel that comfortable. One racks up, one melee racks up.
especially if they're using relocate to do little shit like this, honestly. Sneko relocates Ditchira up the top so they can split push harder, faster, stronger, and maybe even go deeper. Interesting though. He brings Ditchira back. He's kind of expecting the Spectre to stay top and then haunt back down for this team fight, but Ditchira wants to be up on the front lines. The big man front trying to get in onto Tron for him. They see the Slark, so they can do anything to stop it with good force staff. And that dog pack is gone, but the last one to BZZ, the ghost have been popped with a global silence there. They just need to get the damage dealt, but BKB for BZZ with a 4-man vacuum wall. It looks like Tornado ROX have turned this initiation straight back on its head, and that magnetized turns down on the Zenji and Ditchira. There's nothing left RB to really do. They've got Blink Echo up and running. Shadowblade forward. General waiting and biding his time. The Fisher, the Blink Echo, he's going to throw it now. Jump in, finds Thornbridge just waiting for the Aegis to pop and the Exorcism to come through. But there's the Echo, catches the Venge, and the Death Prophet is Ditchira. The Desolate damage. The dispersion bouncing back onto its partners. But it's Tron, still the Slark, alive once more from the reach back again to take out the Wisp.
Oh, Dandy.
Tucky, BZZ, the overpowered Spirit Siphon. No big surprise there that Dendy was slowed down too much to really handle. And another lane of racks gonna go the way of Tornado ROX as mid lane is pushed in by creeps. General tries his hardest to keep them at bay for as long as possible, but even his Earthshaker is no match. Tron on the Slark.
I also have racks. I don't have Exorcism, but
Back at BZZ, General. Button's there with the gem up on the Death Prophet. General was dead. General becomes a private as he's taken to the grave. Again, it is this little fishman, Slark, 7-0 and 11. Gem Basher and I guess Abyssal Blade coming out as well. But the Shiver's Guard for Death Prophet don't even need to leave this enemy base. They're just continually pushing in lane after lane after lane, and Na'Vi cannot catch a break.
Yeah, did you see how P healed up so much the last fight? He got jumped on. I mean, to be honest, I was lagging because of the European servers, so that's Kala.
I'm guessing quadruple Soul Siphon. Just sucking out everyone for their life points. Here we go, General. They come in, but there's no Echo Slam. Arzik is the one that falls back to backing wall again, catching 4. And Ghosting with that Lotus Orb up on himself. They can't focus him down with anything, but Tron just pouncing, leaping, jumping from target to target. Ditchira dodges the kick. He dodges the Silence Pull as well, but the rolling boulder from Yol will finally find a kill. Tron still in the enemy base though, kills off Dendi with a godlike streak and a double kill.
Dire's structures
Going for
are
more.
fortified.
Ditchira brought back. The Spectre is alive again. Once more to find her old haunt. It's a difficult jump in if she wants to try and fight with Art Style. They've found Tron. The damage is good. But the Slark, he's finally dead. Ditchira gets the kill and a godlike streak to boot. Yol TPing away, but the damage output, the Glimmer Cape. Safe.
Not sure if that was worth being died on the Slark the racks, but it's not like it was like the final set of racks of the 6. Like still, it's not mega creeps, and I suppose Spectre didn't get that much gold because he was on buyback, so that's like good. If Spectre got the full 1600 gold, then that might have been like game turning moment right there.
Regardless, nearly got a Hex on Ghost Stick at this point. 4,000 gold. Ultimate Orb. Be a Lincoln Sphere. No, it's going to be the Hex. All Hex is done and done. With Mega Creeps nearly up here against Na'Vi, the pings come out from Tron saying, lads, take that last building. There's one building left and we've pretty much got this game secured because...
Is this going to be a relocate?
Up to the Fisher. Relocate comes in as well, and there's the Echo. BZZ, good pick. The Yule Scepter up, the Diffuser Blade purges it down. Na'Vi, they get themselves a little bit of time here. 95 seconds, a minute and a half for Na'Vi to try and reclaim some of this map. Gonna take a lot. They're burning down trees, burning down waves of creeps. But Na'Vi, they desperately need to go and team fight into this. Even with no Echo Slam, they need more picks. They need more towers. Wondering, do they need the next Roshan? Can they claim it?
Their Roche is kind of low and not so easy against Vacuum Wall. Mark just going in. But a slight lack of discipline from ROX. I don't think there was any reason for DP to be out there. If they're going to do something, they need the Slark. By far the most powerful hero on Dire right now. And they're kind of too eager to end the game. Whereas, you know, if they just take it calm and study, it's the fastest it's counterintuitive that might sound.
Throw anything away and extend the game unnecessarily. Lost right now. Moonshard eaten, Abyssal Blade acquired. 1,000 gold in the bank. Now, while Dendi, he's got 3,000 gold of his own, but buying items on Dendi. Honestly, an awkward position. Do you go to travel? Do you go for a refresher orb here? A Hex? What's the plan for Batrider?
I
don't know.
No one item.
I want to see an Acronym Scepter on a Batrider.
And then try and grab Slark and DP at the same time?
Oh, yeah, that would be baller. And what if you get a refresher and you grab 2 people and then you grab another 4 people?
2 plus 2 is 4!
Yeah. Have you seen an Aghanim Scepter on Batrider?
I've seen Ags once.
Like in a match, though.
It was like at the very end of a game. I think it was second Bambo. I can't quite remember, but I've seen it once. It was kind of uninspiring. underwhelming. It was like, oh, it's an Aghanim Scepter. That's, 4k gold expended on thing that kinda looked cool, but didn't really do too
honestly,
much.
when the Axe first came out for Batrider, I was expecting something cooler, because this basically like a chain lasso, which is not going to happen that often.
Smoke into smoke. The ROX, they've already burnt through those already, it looks like, though.
Oh no.
Navi, that's not real. That's not real.
Yo, at least they didn't, expend Echo Slam or... It's only a second cooldown on the end of the world.
Oh. Navi, you're actually saving up a fair amount of money here. We're looking at Wisp with 2,300 gold. Lads and Mech already done up on him. Silencer with 2,000 saved up. Earthshaker 2,000. Everyone I guess is just kind of holding on to that buyback. Vector needs minutes until buyback's off cooldown. The heart completed, getting tankier and tankier. Navi are still not out of this game, even with 2 full lanes of racks gone. We kind of doubted their
General.
Oh dearie me. He walked straight into the fish. Straight into his grave again. 67 seconds without your Earthshaker, without your Echo Slam. The end game. If Tron and Tornado ROX can get themselves towards this top final racks. Or so. But yeah, we were looking at the wave clear for Na'Vi and thinking, hang on a second, there's not that much, not an amazing amount. They've caught someone mid. Yol glimmer-caping himself away back to safety. They're going to be able to bring him down. This little Earth Spirit, he's going to pop his Magnetize. He's going to turn and fight with a Vacuum Wall as well from Ghost Stick. They grab them both with a Veil down. Artstar's dead, but at least Tendi will escape with a good TP. On the back though, the Spectre was taken out by the Death Prophet. Tornado ROX, they've got this massive window now where they can just run themselves ham down middle lane.
I think GG.
Well, I think it's game over as well.
I think the swap on the bench before the Global Silence game completely changed everything. It made Dendi and Artcell, they basically had to chase, and it split up the focusing on Na'Vi. Slight, miscommunication. Global was slightly off.
Here's Dendi just trying his hardest, but top racks, the final build in the Bastion of Hope, it's gone! And Na'Vi now up against Mega Creeps. Does the Vac back gonna combo up with anything quite just yet? General, Blink Echo, catches a couple, Yol is dead, yep, Earth Spirit's gone. There's the revenge for the Ebola. But BZZ feels no pain, dives in under Fountain, try and get a kill onto Dendi, and there's no lasso just right now. Suneko keeps himself alive with a force tap back and a good Fisher again, but BZZ just soul siphoning everything away from Dendi, even under Fountain regeneration. Taking him low. Throne, not yet exposed, but at this point, Tornado ROX in such a good position just to run away with this game. BZZ, what's he got left in the tank actually? Shiva's Guard, Artery Core, try and heal up with the swap. RZ keeps him alive. Dendi wants to finish it off. He's not going to burn down, is he? Not quite. The sticky napalm.
Yules?
Him alive. RZ.
Oh, I thought he was, being nuked by Silencer.
It's just the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit dies again.
Roche is up, of course. So, easy Roche.
Again? Every time.
So, Navi haven't won the game yet.
Contrast to the previous game we saw, right? Where people were rage quitting the game before it even ended, before GG was called. Navi in here for the long haul. No rage quits from them. And Dichira with a playmail up. Gonna be Assault Your Ass? Yes, it must be. No massive reason to go like a Shiva's Guard or a Lotus Orb on your Spectre. AC gonna be decent against the spirits from Death Prophet. Physical damage is pretty nasty.
I think a Butterfly. But I guess what I noticed is that he bought an item after he died by the Dire Ancients, and then he didn't really have much to do. He didn't have buyback, so his career was at the secret shop, and he made that plate mail purchase. Are they going to be able to leave their base? Because ROX can just suicide every time. Like, they don't even have to how low the tier 4s are. They can basically brute force their way to victory.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Na'Vi are in their base just waiting for Tornado Rocks to kind of walk in. Because Na'Vi want the big combo. They want the big Echo Slam from General to try and win a team fight. But if Tornado Rocks don't give them that opportunity, what does Na'Vi do? They have to farm super creeps. They have to farm mega creeps. These are not the easiest creeps to beat. General's wasting fishes. Ditchirar is just wailing away at them. Bot lane. We might see the fight kick off though. It's up on BZZ, Aegis on Tron, Ghost Stick still with the Hex, the Blink available. They might jump onto Ditchirar here to try and get the initiation. Dagger will slow down Ghost Stick. BKB up
nice
on
BKB
Tron. Well timed, and now the Abyssal Blade onto the Spectre, but he turns to fight. Tron is actually dropping low on the HP here, but they just walk on forward with a vacuum not thrown out by Ghost Stick. He only drops the wall. He did actually vacuum, but missed out on every single target until finally magnetized. The Ebola Spirit joins the party. Ditchirar's hunting Ghost Stick, but it's just not enough damage to finish off anyone. Finally, BZZ, he's going to be forced to pop the cheese, but Tron has Aegis. They're back up to full HP. Ditchirar cannot withstand the pain. Buys back, but GG is called. RB are going to lose their throne. Ditchirar jumps straight back on him, but the Spectre has nothing to handle with Tron Slug. With that, Tornado Rocks take
He
the
only
best
died
of one.
once too. Or even Ghost Stick, I wasn't paying attention to the scoreboard, but Tron died only that one time where he suicide for the racks, and Ghost Stick, I can't quite remember, but what an upset. Nice game from ROX, and for a moment I thought